Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daisha. I am the owner of PGL Planners, and this is my YouTube channel where we do everything faith and planning. And welcome to today's video. If you're new here, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification to stay updated on all things new. And welcome. I'm just sharing some of the wallpapers that are currently in the Discord and some of the freebies that came out for the month of May. Just really cute, simple wallpapers. And I did some simple freebies. We've been really liking the little outline stickers that you can kind of color in or leave plain, because you can kind of make these match any of the boxes, which is fun. And then the freebies for Garden of Eden and Bethlehem were these 2 pages of stickers. So those are all in the Discord. If you are a paid member, then you got 3 bundles of freebies. If you are a free member, then you got 2. So I hope you guys will check those out. But anywho, we're gonna go ahead and get started with setting up my planner for May. I've been keeping it really cool with my planner, really calm. And I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm already thinking about next year's planner just because I am going to need to finish it way beforehand, because we have baby coming around the time that I normally do the planners, and then we're also going to be moving around the same time, so I'm going to have to take a long break. So I do want to have the planners out already, along with like tutorials and things. And so if I'm thinking about packing and prepping for baby and all of the stuff that comes with it, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to probably get the planners out. And this is gonna sound wild, but before October, it's gonna have to be like September, around September. And so I'm thinking about doing a simple planner, one that doesn't have all of the stuff in it, and then having one that is literally like this planner, but maybe a different color. I really like this planner, and I created it in the way that I did because I wanted it to be the base planner of the shop. I really didn't want to have to create a new planner from the ground up. So what you see here is really what I want my shop planner to be. I don't really want to have to change too much, but I did want to offer an option where it just has the month and the weeks inside of it, and that maybe like a little custom section, and leave it be kind of like that. And then have this one where it's a little bit more like, you have more options inside of it. Because with my life being as it is right now, I kind of need something that's quick. And so I could see myself using a simple planner where it's just the week and the month, because that's all I can really manage right now. So that's why these Plan With Me's are going to be like that. But today, as I'm setting up the front page and doing all of the little things, I decided to go ahead also in this video to plan my week, because I wanted to kind of draw out what I would be doing. I still have not decided if I'm going to be doing a box for next month. It's tricky because I picked out the stuff for next month's box 3 months ago. So I have it sitting there. I already purchased it. And I'm like if I don't do it, then do I do an Etsy launch? But then it's still kind of the equivalent of doing the box. And so I was just like, I don't know what to do because I already bought it and I want to use it. It's very cute, perfect for the month of June. So I'm kind of toying with maybe doing June's box and taking a break in July, just because June's box could work for July as well. But I haven't decided. The good thing about it, though, is the stuff for June's box is the last thing I planned in advance. I do normally, when I'm shopping for the boxes, I have a general idea of what I'm going to do each month already picked out in clusters. The only time when I don't use them is if I've changed my mind. So like this box was a change my mind situation, because I did have something else kind of picked out, but I had a couple of pieces that were favorited that came with this box, and I built the box around those pieces. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, y'all. Anyways, so I need to keep up with my plans because I kind of need to know what the heck I'm doing, essentially, because there's a lot of things going on, a lot of moving pieces. But anyways, I decided for this box, this time go round, also to actually use a pocket on the left. I don't know if you know this, but you could totally crop the pocket, the skinnier pocket, over to be on the left side. If you just don't really know what to do with that little blank spot over there. And then I added some bows and whatnot. I wanted to keep my little dashboard here kind of plain. I am going to have to like kind of add in some little dates here or there because I switched insurance. And so I have an appointment with my new doctor situation on Thursday. I almost forgot when, this upcoming Thursday. And so it's a lot of like moving pieces going on. And then the kids have to go to the doctor and stuff. So everything's going to be kind of like, you know, moving here or there. But you see what I mean? Like the little skinny pocket, like you can kind of cut it and make it look like it's sitting behind that white sheet of paper if you just don't really know what to do with the side over there. And then I decided to emphasize the Mother's Day thing also on this page because obviously I'm a mom, so I wanted to do that. But yesterday we took the kiddos out. I was going to film this yesterday on the 1st, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to allow myself this time. And just, my ladies are so graceful and so sweet in the Discord. And they're always like, you know, rest, baby comes first, you know, do what's good for you. So I did. We went to Chili's, which was really, really fun. And then we went to the park and we walked the trail because I've been trying to be more fit with this pregnancy. I will admit with my son, I was very lax, a little too lazy. And I feel like that contributed to my after pregnancy body because I wasn't moving. But with this baby, I've been super active doing different things. I got a yoga ball. I got some weights. We do walk the trail more frequently and whatnot. So that's been really nice. And it's just overall been good. I've been eating a lot cleaner with this pregnancy. Just trying to give myself a chance for when baby's born to really be able to pick back up and do everything that I need to do. So anyways, I decided to break up my categories for this as home, work, and then pregnancy because there are, like I said, moving pieces. I was going to go back to the doctor that I had when I had my son, but their office is closed and I didn't know. So I was waiting to hear back, and like I had my stuff set up with them, but they're no longer in practice, and where she moved, it's a little bit further away than I would like to be as far as being able to travel to appointments and then, of course, travel for my C-section. So I was like, no. Because, you know, when you think about your PCP or your OB and you think about the hospital, you have to think about the ride home with baby in the car. Most of the time they sleep, right? They don't care. But you still don't want to be in the car for 40 minutes with a newborn. Because breastfeeding, you know, you got to feed them frequently and stuff. So I try with all of the kids so far to be within very close range to home. That way I can quickly get whatever baby needs going. And so that is why I switched. But anyways, if you guys hear any little like tiny noises, my kids are sitting at the table. They're waiting for their lunch. But yeah, my list here for my faith goals were just to be gentle with myself, patient with myself, allow me to like just kind of, you know, gracefully come into this pregnancy and motherhood with 3 children in a way that's healthy. Now, y'all, the pieces that I used for this month view from the box, I really love. I love the little ribbons, the little ribbons to make the day stand out, which my appointment and Mother's Day so far is all I really have for this month. That's solidified. I will say solidified. That's all really solidified for this month. And then I'm going to put like things that could be coming this month or things that we would be doing this month in this little list. So I did put this month in there, but I ended up putting a lamp over it because until I know what those things are, I don't want to just have that sitting there blank. So you guys are going to see me kind of use some of those like furniture pieces that we have and stuff in this month's box. But it's just an effortless, pretty box. I know I say this all the time, but really when you have something that's already done for you and everything's kind of matchy, you don't have to like overthink setting up your planner. And I think that's why these boxes do so well monthly, because when you don't have it, it's like, okay, I'm kind of used to not having to go out of my way to plan. I'm not having to go across 20 sticker books to find maybe 7 or 8 stickers that might match. Like, it's just, I don't know. I've become spoiled by my own work. That's another reason why I'm kind of like, gosh, I know I need to take a break on one of these months, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I can. But I really am. I'm thinking July will probably be the month, y'all. If it is June, I will let you guys know. Honestly, though, I'll tell you guys what it is. I'm thinking about June because my husband's birthday and Father's Day is in that month. And it normally is very difficult to do anyways with the box. So I'm like, really, I should take June off and just use the items that I picked out for June and move them to July, which sounds doable, but we'll have to see. Now, anyways, I cut these flowers off and I wanted to kind of like put them like a little border at the top here because I just wanted something extra with my month, if that makes sense. I need to do some more borders in the boxes too, because these are like great ways to make the page feel a little bit more done up. You'll see what I mean when I'm finished with it, but it just kind of adds that extra layer of effort without having to like really try, if that makes sense. Because look how pretty that is. That looks so super cute. But give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to go ahead and get their lunch. I was like, oh yeah, I was smelling it. I'm like, I smell something. But anyway, so now I'm setting up my week for this upcoming week, not this week with the 3rd being at the end, but the 4th. And I'm using, I forget what this is called, the little faith check-in without anything on it to plan my week, because I wanted to play with some of the like layering pieces and stuff that's in the box. And you know something, as I'm watching this video, I'm thinking to myself, when is the last time I planned with my 10th gen iPad? I cannot remember for the life of me. I don't even know. I'm so obsessed with my little iPad mini. It is so much fun. For those of you who do have a mini, do you still use yours frequently, or are you like more on your bigger screen? I'm obsessed. I take mine upstairs still because I use it for work. It's very easy to send out the boxes at night with this instead of having to take up my iPad or take up the bigger, the laptop or anything like that. So it's super easy. It's hard to kind of do it on the phone. I can't see like the list and stuff, but yeah, it's super easy to do it on my little iPad mini. And then I can do little stuff like this. It's big enough for me to plan on. Like, I don't know. I didn't expect to love it as much as I do, but literally I cannot get enough. But anyways, so I was kind of like torn. I wanted to use the little DoubleTree action with the little light strings, you want to call it, but it just wasn't working out. As you guys can see, I was kind of like getting frustrated because I liked it behind the house, but at the same time I still kind of wanted to see the strings. Like, I was just indecisive. So I ended up just going with the house, and then I got one of the other spring trees and I did it off to the side, but I cut the tree so that it wouldn't hang off the planner, which was super, super cute. But you can do so many things with the box as far as like the pieces that come with it. So you're not limited by any means. You can make outdoor scenes, indoor scenes, your girls relaxing or whatever, all of the things. I wanted to also put a little cat here because I'm in love with cats, and I have my little group of kitties that I feed outside. I haven't updated you guys on the cats, but Sunshine has a home now. He lives with our neighbor down the way, and then we have a friendship now with Garfield. He's very close to us. He only loves us, which is so sweet. His wife, Watermelon Andrea, my husband named her that, y'all. I'm not responsible for that name. But anyway, she's pregnant again, actually. So we've been feeding her really like nutrient-rich foods. And then there's still Bambi. Bambi has been abandoned by her family, I think. I want to assume so, but some of the kids in the neighborhood was like, she still goes home. But I want to say she's abandoned just because she still has a limp and she looks skinnier. So I don't know if she's going toward where she used to live, waiting for them. I don't know. And then there's a new cat that we named Hero, who shows up every now and again. He's super skittish, but he has a home. I can tell he's healthy and he's built like a very, very indoors kind of cat. And then there's ever so often we'll see this cat named Spots. So we've been like kind of feeding a bunch of kitties outside, which on a tangent, but I love cats. I love being able to help them. I can't bring them inside. We were going to try to do that with Bambi. If you're new here, we did try to take in one of the cats, but that was when she did have an owner, and they sent her back with her collar to let us know, like, yeah, don't do that again. And then Sunshine, at the time when we were looking to take a cat in, he was still very skittish. So we knew, like, because we have kids, that he wouldn't work out. But now with a third baby on the way, we love them from a distance, and we feed them well. We give them treats and stuff like that. I've dewormed them, stuff like that. But I'm not going to be taking responsibility of any of those kitties out there, because, oh my gosh, I already have enough responsibility as it is. But y'all, can we just talk about how gorgeous the font is in this month's box? Have any of you guys purchased it? And if you did you figure out a way to get the special? Wow. The special characters that are in the font? If you have, list how you've done it below, so that maybe some of the other ladies who want to use the font will know how to do it. Or you can list it in the Discord. I don't know. Or if you have an app that you're using that actually does recognize the special fonts that come with it. I've never checked. I need to check in Zoomnotes and see if you can do that, because I don't think I've ever paid attention to it. But yeah, I need to do that. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out this video with some music. But that was the end of my plan with me for May, as well as this week. If you are interested in this box, don't forget to check out the description box below. Everything that you need to know will be there. God bless each and every one of you. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.